Yo, what's going on, y'all? How's everything, man? How y'all doing? We got a quick one for you guys. I know you guys been enjoying this, so we gonna go ahead and keep it up. We got DDG and we got Reggie, Lil Rodney, that been going back and forth. It's not about who's winning, who's losing. We're just following the story, and we trying to cover as much as possible. I want to mention Kai did say something, but I didn't even want to bring Kai into this because again, what sense does it make for me to say, hey DDG, hey Reggie, don't bring anybody else into this. This beef is between you guys, and then I go ahead and I make a video reacting to what Kai said. It was something of my interest. I wanted to see it just to see what Kai said, and Kai pretty much stood neutral, and that's that. That's what I'm gonna mention about Kai. I want to say that if this is your actual last time, because the title says my last time addressing Reggie, if this actually is your last time, I just want to clap it up to that, because the beef ended a lot earlier, a lot sooner than I expected, and that's how it should be. I think that we need to be adults and just move past it, right? We said a lot of negative things yesterday, and let's see what this time is about. So yeah, without further ado, I appreciate y'all clicking the video. Let's get right into it. What's this? That's funny. Let's do it.
This is what I'm gonna say. Yesterday, I definitely 100% can be a man and say I got out of character.
Okay.
What I said about Reggie Pops was wrong. I'm not saying that because I didn't say anything on the internet. I'm not saying that because trying to chime in or whatever. I don't give a fuck if he dissed my brother that passed. I got out of my own character. That's something that I really don't do unless I'm really mad.
I'm not gonna keep speaking about the people that passed away, so I'm just gonna move past that. And y'all could go watch the clips. Just moving forward, know that when it comes to those topics, I'm just not gonna speak about that anymore. Okay, just gonna move past it. Just gonna move past it.
But y'all know how I feel about what I'm going through right now. Nobody really knows what I go through mentally off camera or what I'm really dealing with.
Now I will say a man goes through a lot, a woman too, but I can only speak for me. A man only goes through a lot mentally, and it's tough. Sometimes you got to get it out, and you don't have somebody to express it to, and you go through certain things. So yeah, it's tough sometimes, but you got to get through it. You got to get through it, my guy.
And when you get piled up and you got little ugly little now, I'm apologizing for what I said. It's still by the way.
Okay, so we're still keeping the beef going. Oh my goodness. So I guess the bills get paid this month. Wow. Well, we appreciate you apologizing, for what you said. That's a big thing. That's a big step. And to know that you got out of character and things like that, that's as a man, I gotta give it up to that. I gotta give it up to that. So that's fire. We appreciate that. But it is very clear, very apparent that the bills are getting paid.
Still you, and I still want to box you. All right? When I see you, we're gonna have to have this conversation. I'm going to see you at some point. But as a man, I'm man enough to sit here and apologize for dissing your pops. Losing a father is something that I haven't experienced in my life. So I can only imagine how that feels to you. And I can be a man and say, I was definitely wrong for that.
I wonder if your parents watch the content, and not to bring your parent into it in that sense. I say that to ask, like, did any of them call you to say like, hey, that's messed up, or that's all. But we all have our own way of thinking, I guess.
When it comes to beefing with Reggie, like this to me, like I don't know. It's really just like, I don't know how to explain it.
Honestly, I don't think, I'm gonna be real. I don't think you're gonna be able to get much done. I'm gonna be 100% real. I don't think you're gonna be able to get much done. Like, their squad, their love, their energy, and all those good things are just like, what was that? Oh, and Nathaniel Beasley just subscribed. Shout out to Nathaniel Beasley. I didn't know it pops up like that. Well, that's amazing. Shout out to Nathaniel. Hey, yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to do too much. Like, the only thing you're really gonna be able to try to do the most is like get physical. But if he doesn't want to, it's kind of like, I mean, what do we do next? You know, I think you guys could have projected this in a different direction.
But I'm still on your ass though. Like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just like drama farming or I'm just here for drama and this and that. It's not that whatsoever. It's just, I don't lose beefs. I always get the last word. I always get the last laugh. That's just who I am. You can call me childish in that aspect, but that will be what it be. No matter what the f y'all think, if I'm childish, whatever, I don't give a f. Ain't no gonna beat me in this internet.
The bills are paid, boys. The bills are paid, y'all. The bills are paid. Wow.
In terms of anything that was said indirectly, I would not address unless
I will give you guys a very small percentage and a couple pieces of merch. That's what I could do for you.
my name is attached to it. If I say my name.
For showing me love and support. Right? I think that's fair. Why? You want me to pay your bills too? Why? Nah.
It's different. Then I address it. But if you don't say my name,
I can barely pay mine. You want me to pay? No.
I just take that as like just talking.
Maybe once we could do it, we'll do like once a month. We'll pay your rent. Like once we could do it, we'll do once a month. We'll pay your rent. That's fair. Once a month, we'll pay one person's rent. We'll do that. And then we go out to eat. One person every month. One person gets to go out to eat. One person gets merch every month. And then, so every month we get merch, a bag of merch. All right, mark it down, yeah. Now, mark it down now. Mark this video. What's today's date? I don't know what today's date is. Let me see. Today is July 4th. Happy 4th of July, y'all. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, y'all. I didn't even know. Look at that. Happy 4th of July. That's beautiful, man. Happy Independence Day. So, once we're able to, we will pay one person's rent every month. We will send them like a care package. You know, it's going to have everything in it. A book bag with everything you need from the Squeak side. And then one person gets to go out to eat every month. We'll link up, and that'll all be on the channel. That'll all be content. And yeah, we'll also add that onto the channel. Okay, that's what I could do for now. And yeah, I'm willing to break bread. I'm telling y'all, but I gotta get there. I gotta get there, y'all. I gotta get there.
You know what I'm saying?
Get me there, and
like I ain't really tripping about what another say unless my name is brought up, cause I know how to be in real life. Hello? You downstairs again? Hello? Huh? Where you at? Just waiting the lobby to come down. Walk back in there. No. Wait up. About 10. It's up to you if you want to go up. Alright, bet.
I hurt my knee. Would you guys like me to put out the video of like the progress, like from the day I've heard it till now? It's gotten a lot better, but that thing hurt.
Chat below. Can't see.
Can't see nothing.
You got the chat on your phone. Cool.
Was that it? Was that it?
I'm still gonna be on your ass.
Okay.
I still have to make another $275,000 off of you. So it will be prolonged. It won't be more so like giving you a word. This is what I do want to say though. I want y'all to notice how me talking about, y'all see how like when I say something, I'm a bully. When he say something equally as disrespectful, yeah, let's go. Them called fake fans. I want you to know something, Reggie. Them people that you think have your back on this internet, these are people that have been hating on me for years prior to them even know. Half of the folks that's taking your side don't even know who you are.
I mean, I don't know who anybody is, but I guess. Yeah. I don't think you're considered a bully because, like, in order to be a bully, like, you gotta get shit done. You know, I don't think you've done much yet. Like, I don't think you've affected him. I don't think you put like a chink in his armor. If I'm being honest, I think you just shooting shots and nothing's really landing. And you know, I thought you both decided like, all right, we're gonna put an end to this. So it's like, I don't know. The video then he said this is your last time addressing Reggie. It ain't really your last time addressing Reggie if you say you gotta get the last laugh and blah blah blah. I mean, maybe this is the last laugh. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Reggie just don't talk about you no more.
That have been hating on me for years prior to them even know. Half of the folks that's taking your side don't even know who you are. I have a very solid fan base and a very solid hate base. My hate base is strong, but my hate base is also a part of my fan base. If you ain't got haters like me, then once you get to a certain level, then haters become profitable. So I have a lot of haters of all shapes, sizes.
Well, yeah, yeah. You know, no matter if they speak bad or good about you, they're gonna still watch. They're still paying. You know, it's like you're still being spoken about. That's like a famous thing that's been told, right? It's like, you know, good publicity is publicity, whether it's good or bad. You know, it's like, I mean, they still talking about you. You know, so you're gonna get paid.
I have a lot of, I got a lot of haters of genders, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm gonna do a meet and greet in Baltimore,
Okay.
and I want you to know, because one thing I did do, I went on tour in Baltimore, and it was one of my favorite shows. They showed so much love, so I just want to see if the same love is there. So I'm gonna do a meet and greet in Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the address real soon, and we're just gonna see how that go. But outside of that, I don't want to just sit here and yap. I'm still gonna follow through with whatever I said I was gonna do.
Things like that to me are silly. I understand we don't fear anything in life, but to mention that you're going to be in Baltimore because, you know, maybe you said, you know, maybe you say it because you actually want to know like what it's like, but I think you say it in the sense of like letting them know like this is what I could do. Like I could do what I want, you know, and that's fine. That's fine. Yes, you could do what you want, but just I don't know, man. Sometimes in life, I think like we play with situations a little bit too much, you know, unnecessarily, and you know, I just feel that we could go to Baltimore and just go to Baltimore. You know, we don't gotta necessarily, you know, mix one thing with the next, and that's all, man. I don't know. Just be safe, y'all. Be safe. That's all, man. Take care of your lives. Value your lives. You know, I just hope nothing physical happens, you know, and we just keep it content.
But from this point forward, I'm gonna keep the trolling surface level. You feel me? Like, I don't wanna dig as deep as I did. I don't wanna talk about nobody dead relatives and like that. I don't wanna do all that extra. At the end of the day, bro, like, everybody gonna die one day. Like, you know, that's what we just gonna have to deal with. But that's not the type of energy I wanna bring upon the world. When I'm out here, I got little kids coming up to me, taking pictures with me and like, that's just something that it just wasn't in my character. And I genuinely, after I got off live, after I ended my, I did feel bad, I ain't gonna lie.
That's good.
I felt bad. I was like, damn, why the fuck did I say that?
That means you got a heart. That's good. You got a conscience, and you felt bad about it, and that's a beautiful thing that you were able to stand up as a man and say, hey, you know what? I still feel this way, but I'm gonna take this back because this was wrong, and that takes a lot. So to that, let's go ahead and give it a, you know, we gotta give it up to that, y'all. Gotta give it up to that. That's big.
But to be completely transparent, I had a good day yesterday, I had a good, I guess that was yesterday for y'all. Yeah, I had a good day yesterday, but it was some things that happened during that day that ticked me off a little bit. And it kind of was a build up from me getting on live. Y'all know I don't like missing days, but yesterday was one of them days where I was like, man, I shouldn't get on live. I just don't feel right. But I be pushing myself to hit start on the live all the time. So that energy came from multiple places. And I want y'all to know, I want to apologize to my fan base for putting y'all in that position to defend some. Like, nobody should ever defend somebody dissing somebody dead homies or dead father or dead relatives, whatever. That's 100% wrong. And I want to apologize to y'all for making y'all feel like y'all got to defend some little goofy shit like that. But I still want to box Reggie. I still want to slap box. Maybe we can do a boxing card. We do a boxing card. We can all get in the ring. Like, I'm with that type of shit. I'm gonna keep.
There you go. Keep it professional. That's it. You keep it professional. That's how you do it. A boxing card. All right. Now, other people might sign up for it. You might do this and that. All right, cool. Turn it into content. It'll be a good time. But, that's the right way to go about it.
Keep this shit surface level. I ain't gonna dig deep no more. I was wrong. I said what I said. But any bad fit, I'm on you. You're not good at rapping. You suck. You're trash. You're terrible. You suck. Dookie meat.
Dookie meat. He said dookie meat. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna lie. I think DDG really hurt over those comments. Like, yo, bro, with sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you, bro. Like, I don't know. Can anybody let him know that? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. He's really hurt behind those words. This started because what? If I recall, Reggie said that his music sucks. Like what? I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's my ball pass, Reggie's highest stream song already. Make sure y'all go stream that, by the way. It's out right now on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, but
music video coming soon.
That's beautiful. And just keep it going. You got this. And that's how, like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but like, this is what it should have been. It's like, it should have been music, right? Because we're talking about music. So it's like, all right, my music is ass out here. Let me give you this one. All right, you put on my ball. Let me give you this one. And just keep putting out. Keep putting out. You just put one out. You put that one out. And you're going to keep putting out. And that's it. Just keep shutting them up with the music. That's it. Right? Because if they say they're trash, it's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe because he told you in person. Or you know him and he told you. And, you felt a type of way. So you feel like you got to address it. But this is how the internet feels all the time about me reacting about you and your music, about Drake and his verse. Like, it's just how the people are. Can't let them, have you get out of character now.
What else? Make a TikTok to it. We have 5,000 TikToks. Let's try to get to 10K in the next week. What else? Other than that, Reginald poses no threat to society. He made it clear that he don't want no real smoke. He made it clear that he will remain behind his desktop, and we have to respect that, y'all. We are not bullies. We are just the best ever, okay?
He said Reginald, and that was kind of funny, so that's why I kind of wanted to stop it. But yeah, you gotta respect it, because if not, it's kind of like, you just pushing it unnecessarily. It's not an agreement, and it's just some words at the end of the day, right? So it's like, all right.
Also, to all of Reggie fans, well, actually Kai fans, because we know Reggie averaged 800 before Kai. To all of Kai fans, I apologize for y'all having to choose sides. I know all y'all with me. I know a lot of y'all grew up watching me, and you know, you feel like you got to choose sides from the new y'all started watching because Kai forced them on y'all, and y'all feel like y'all got to support these little. So, I want to apologize for y'all for having to choose sides from y'all childhood hero versus a new that just came up.
Another childhood hero. I mean, I don't think anybody's choosing sides. I think we just listening, bro. Ain't nobody like this shit was 3 days old. Like what? Can't pick a like shit is like a week old. Like we're here. I'm still in the middle. I'm still just watching both sides. Like, oh, okay. You know when you're having a conversation and you get into a fight, and then okay. Now you get into a fight, but then you see a fight, and then you look that way, but then that fight over there starts a brawl over there. So then you're like, and then they're yelling at each other and throwing bottles. So you're just like this. You ain't picking a side. It's just, I don't know. Shit is a week old. I understand that shit was like a year old. You pick a side, but come on, dude. Like what? This is fire. I like this.
An Instagram skitter. And if y'all would like to see some positivity and great content, make sure you stick around. Be looking forward to Reggie views dropping very below the norm that you've seen this week. I've been seeing he's putting a lot of effort into these streams. Y'all see, I just sit here and I average more than him. I'm not trying at all. I've seen he paid for 10 to pull up. 10 beautiful women to pull up to his stream. And he bought a brand new light to put in his room to make a statement. Like
he did the
obviously this.
He did the last I know he did the last thing. He's like, I'm talking to whatever it is, but we'll check it out.
This is Reggie's dream. This is something for his biggest he looked up to when he was coming up to be giving him attention. So,
like I told you, I think I addressed that on the other video. Go check out that other video. I don't think that's the case. Reggie did his own thing. I think Reggie went with the 80 Ross route a lot more than your route. Technically, Reggie's a streamer. You're a music creator, and all he does is stream. He doesn't do IRL. His route is a lot different than yours. So, he does do IRL, but every once in a while. And yeah, to that, I spoke on that one. Just go check out the other video on that.
As y'all know, Reggie came up to me multiple times in streaming you, rapping my song, sucking and shit. So I'm happy to give him something in his career that's stamping him and helping him. And, I feel like no homo, me and Kai is co-parenting him. This both of our sons. No homo, obviously. Ayo.
That was kind of crazy. How the heck you gonna say that you and Kai are co-parenting him? Once again, why you keep mentioning Kai? I don't. He clearly stated he wanted to be out of this. Like, leave him alone, and I don't know, man.
But I gave him his biggest moment. Kai gave him his biggest moment, and now we created Reggie. You feel me? And I'm okay with doing that. As a big homie, as a more that's more snapped in the game. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. So,
listen, I don't know, y'all. Just go through my channel, scroll through my channel, and this is honestly like, just being real. I was watching Reggie a lot more than I was ever watching him. I only watched him because Streamer University from that moment forward. But Reggie, I was watching Reggie's streams and his rapping, his freestyles, and I was saying that he was nasty way before all of this started. So I don't know. I can't agree with that right there. I can't, I don't think you made anybody. I think that he held his own. If I'm being honest with you, my boy, I think he held his own, and you in your mind, I think you're a little bit higher than you think you're a little bit higher than you really are, but I don't know. I don't see what you're seeing, bro. I really don't see what you're seeing. I don't see it.
So you don't have to say thank you. I just say you're welcome, Reggie. I gave you one of your biggest moments. But now,
okay. One of them. Yeah, one of them.
I ain't gonna force it. but I am gonna force it. I am gonna continue to diss you for the rest of your, at least to the end of this year, you will be dissed. I don't know, maybe we come up with a different name for you so you don't feel like you gotta go out and rent 10 girls for a stream. You know, it's never that deep to me. Y'all would never see me buy a trash bag, put my dusty P.O. box clothes in it and write Reggie Garbage. Like, he's a kid, y'all, but he's not a kid. So.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If you knew about that, that means it hurt. If you spoke about it, that means it hurt, I think. Um, I don't know. You seem pretty in tune. You seem like you watch all these videos. You seem like, you really know what you're talking about. And yeah, I gotta go check out what you're talking about there. So after this video, we're gonna go check that one out, because I thought it was the last time that he had spoken about him or whatever. But I guess there's more to it. I don't know. Let's do this shit.
I just had a little epiphany this morning, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't finna sit here and keep playing with this little. But I ain't gonna say too much about it. That's about it.
All right.
But I think, one thing you can't do, you can't talk all that and then be scared of any physical contact. You gotta stand on that shit. But he just a little. That's just what they do, bro. So I can't even be mad at him. I did teach the class. He is following some of my curriculum. So as a former professor of Streamer U, I had to give him his props for standing up, going toe to toe with me on the internet. But one thing he did fail.
Okay, so I didn't know he was your student. I didn't know he was your student. Now, if you put him onto something, he's using it, you got to give it up to that. Okay, so as a former professor, W professor, shout out to that. My man's giving gems out here, and that's cool. We like that.
Is the fade. Y'all see me at Streamer University. When had a problem with me, they put them gloves on, they faded. It don't matter if they were short, tall, skinny, little, unexperienced. They got up and they threw hands. If Reggie threw hands with me, bro, if he just boxed me for one round, it could be like 30 seconds, bro. I have so much respect for that. I have no respect for Reggie as a man. Like, to me, because
only 30 seconds? Reggie, go do that shit real quick. Go do that shit.
You can't talk all that shit and then be scared of it at the same time, bro. It's just like, that's a keyboard warrior. That's the same as a Twitter account that's just talking to a nigga that's scared, that'll take a picture in person. Just a little, female energy to me. Cause he is a grown man. He be acting like he ain't a grown man. He be like, you a grown ass man. Like, Reggie, newsflash, brother. You gonna get up there. You ain't too far, bro. I was only 6. I was only 6 when you was born. I was barely in school. How old, when you 6, you in what, first grade? I was in first grade. Like, I'm not that much older than you. You feel me? You're a grown man, Reggie. Fight your battles, okay?
I agree with that. I do, but I think he's been holding his own. I agree with fight your battles, but I do think Reggie's been holding his own. You don't have to agree to fight. It doesn't have to lead to that, And you guys, like I said, y'all could be a lot more creative with what y'all do with this, but y'all choosing to just be both hard-headed. One don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do nothing else. It's like, all right, why don't we just find a middle? Meet somewhere, have a podcast. Like what? That'd be heat.
Fight your battles, be a man. If Reggie would give me a 3-round fade, it's cool. But I see how it is, bro. Everybody want to keep it internet. That's cool. That's fine too. That's fine too.
You gotta keep it internet, no? Aren't we on the internet? You gotta keep it on the internet, no? I thought that's what we was watching, the internet.
But I guess just scared of these hands. That's just how it be. In no way, shape, or form did Reggie win a beef with me. The only way Reggie can win a beef with me is if I quit. Come on.
Yep. So it's gonna continue because they both just said the same thing. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. The bills are paid.
And I'm letting y'all know right now, I am not done. Can you put the address in real quick? Yeah. My pants sagging. Niggas ain't never said, oh, game 2. You never win in game 2. You win in game 7. You win in game 4. You win in game 5. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't even get started. Matter of fact, we still in preseason. When we get to the playoffs, you'll know. You'll see the difference in view count. But for all them poor in Baltimore that's making TikToks, y'all not street, y'all not gangster. No one's scared of you. Stop doing that. No.
You see? That's what I'm saying, bro. You're saying you're gonna go do a fan meetup in Baltimore, and then you call them all. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't think it's necessary to live that way. But hey, just be careful, bro. Be careful. I know you stand on yours, blah blah blah, but just be careful.
No that's really sliding for anything is gonna be on TikTok making think pieces. Like, you look like a bad. Stop doing that. Stop. Y'all trying to come up off of some beef that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I don't want y'all to do nothing to me, because it got nothing to do with you. So I don't know why y'all even speaking on it. I don't even know these. It's just a bunch of dusty that's just making little TikToks. And it's just like, bro, y'all look goofy. What happens when I stop talking about Reggie? Then what happens to your life? You clock back in, right? You go back to work, and you make an honest living like you supposed.
No, we react to everything else. You know, this is like typically I would just stop reacting to my music and just go to bed. But this is like extra. This is extra. This is extra, alright? We got our own shit going on and shit like that too. What he think, y'all? We got our own shit? You ain't the only thing to talk about at the end of that. My man Kyle, we got Duke, we got Agent. I just listed 4 other greats. Get out of here.
Supposed to, like a good boy. So stop. Stay out of rich folk business. All right? Me and Reggie got more money than you. This is not, you're not. No one's equal in this situation. And I guarantee you, Reggie not gonna put you on. He ain't put his own homies on. He's not gonna put you on. Give it up.
That money thing again, man. That guy's broke. Now him and Reggie got more money. And you know, I gotta say, bro, I'm rich off life, my boy. I'm rich off life. I'm rich off opportunity, rich off happiness, rich off being me, rich off being able to have a talent that allows other people to smile when I smile. Right? If I see somebody sad, I turn their frown upside down. You know, I'm rich off those things in my body. I can't pay bills with that, you know? But I can make a person happy and I can bring joy to their life. And that's my superpower, all right? So, see you later, buddy. See you later.
Stop. I guarantee you that ain't gonna put you on. Whatsoever.
But, I don't know.
And Reggie, quit calling my homies behind the scene and thanking them for not getting on your ass. Be a man. Get on everybody's ass. Reggie get on this. I'm gonna tell you what Reggie been doing. He'll get online. He'll talk shit, like he'll say some little shit about Cinco. Oh, mind his behavior ass. And then he'll call him. Bro, thank you for not getting mad at me, bro. Like I'm just seeing Reggie for what he is now, you know? That's just what it is. Like, he talks so much shit about it, and then he'll call him on the side off stream after he acts so tough. Mind you, y'all never met Reggie. I don't know if any of y'all met him, but I'm not the tallest in the world, bro. Like, to be completely transparent with y'all, bro, I'm like 5'9" on a good day. You feel me? 5'8.5" on a bad.
They're 5'9" on a good day. 5'8.5", depending on the boots he got on. Yeah, Reggie's pretty short though, but Kai is too. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring Kai up.
Bad day. I'm not the tallest. Reggie is bad height. Like Reggie, the type of girl height and weight that you pick up while you hitting them. You know what I'm saying? No homo, no homo, no homo. That was kind of gay. But
That
I'm
was
saying like he like a
crazy.
real deal
What
bad
the? What
height.
was that? Bro. DDG's acting like Diddy, he won't touch us some. He's out there thinking about Reggie, kinda mo. He say he wanna pick him up, I say no, no, no. That was crazy, yo.
Like 5 foot.
Damn.
Like he like a little boy, bro. It's just like I know it sounded a little crazy, but you know what I mean. Like them little fun size girls that you. That's what Reggie is. Reggie.
Then, oh my goodness. He says it again. This man is crazy. This man is crazy, dog. He says it again.
Is fun size, bro. Like no threat, no nothing, bro. It's just like he gotta be like 5 foot 110, bro. Like just a little with short man syndrome.
You could just say his size. That's it. You know, you don't gotta, describe it in a female you gonna pick her up type of thing kind of way.
You know how them be,
Just say
man.
his
Niggas
size.
short. They already born mad at life. You can't really be mad at it to be frustrated. Hereditarily, he was born to lose. So he trying to figure out a way. Like most short try to be funny. That's all he can resort to because you're not going to the league. You're not doing anything athletically. All you can do is crack jokes. You can't fight, so you have to crack jokes.
Yeah. I don't know. He's doing the only thing he could do. That's it.
So I'm starting to give him a little bit more grace in that sense because I'm like, damn, like, low key can't do nothing else. He gotta say shit. He gotta crack jokes. He's already mad at the world. He was born to be pissed.
Look at Kevin Hart. Look at Kai. Look at him. Like, yeah. I mean, it's a thing, bro. But Kevin Hart did a really good thing with it. Kai doing a good thing with it. Reggie's doing a good thing with it. You know, they all headed it in the right direction, I think. So they just got to keep it going. That's it. That's it.
So I'm starting to like be more mature in that sense and really understand where this coming from. Because I'm like, damn, this nigga is 5 foot, fun size.
Bro, what did he just say?
This nigga is 5 foot, fun size.
What did he just say?
It's the dustiest in the crib. Like it's like little shit like that. Like you gotta look at that type shit and be like, damn. I see why.
I respect the video though, my boy, but you said you was gonna stop talking about it like 10 minutes ago. I'm just saying.
Said what he said. You feel me?
We here. Wait, don't get it confused. We're still here to listen to you. But you did say you was going. You did. It was like 10 minutes ago.
But anybody with a real ear know my music ain't trash. That shit really don't get to me.
It's not. I can't say the music is trash. I can't say the music is trash. Would I listen to every single song? Like, I'm not a fan in that sense, right? There's certain artists that I could listen to every single one of their songs because of, I don't know, something about it. Like, you got J. Cole, you got Eminem, you got Joyner, you got Tory Lanez, you know, you got certain artists that you can listen to like every single one of their songs. Meek Mills, Kevin Gates. And then you just have certain artists that you can't. Just certain songs are good, you know? And I think that's what I have for you so far because, like, again, I have to become a fan. I'm not a fan. You know, I'm learning. You know, I've watched you before, but stopped watching. And I think, you know, if you stop watching somebody, it's for a reason. I don't know what the reason was, but it's for a reason. So now that I know you got the music and we're doing the reactions and things, you know, we are reacting to this, etc. You know, now you got the beef and the drama. You know, it is beneficial for the channel, so we go ahead and we react to it. You know, etc. And we're like, you know, maybe he's not too bad of a guy. You know, maybe he does know how to how to go viral. Maybe we can learn something like this. At the end of the day, he was the professor, wasn't he? So it's like, you know, we got to take some tips at.
The only thing that
day,
get to me is when with a platform say, you know, I don't give a when a random say some shit, but when a platform say my music trash, I'm gonna get on your every time. If you don't have a certain amount of followers, don't even try it. It's not gonna piss me off. But if you got a certain amount of followers, I say around the 500K mark on Twitch, I'm gonna say something to you, 100%. But
it's because it pays. If I said something at the moment, it's like, all right, I don't give a fuck. But when it blows up, right, and there's traction there, he's like, oh, money opportunity. Then he'll probably say something about it because you'll know that it'll be something, you know, and he does good with that. And, you know, that's a skill you got to learn. I'm not like that's a skill.
yeah, I'm just yapping at this point. I know y'all saying next segment, I'm waiting on my Uber. Like, no, if I did like this to Reggie, that's a head kick. Literally, head kick. Him standing straight up. Dead in his chin. That's how little that is. You one of them niggas, you gotta shake off your foot. He probably grab my foot, we fight. Shake a little off me. Off me, nigga.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Grown too. Yeah, you caught, what happened?
Yeah, I don't lie. DDG sound like he wanted to do this to Reggie's ear.
Meow.
Cause the way he, I don't know, man.
Oh no. I'm here though. Uber pulling up. All right, bet.
One I was telling
Huh?
just that was the text you got.
The Uber coming right now. Yeah. Huh? What happened? He canceled me.
Yup, he ain't fucking with you. He said, oh, nah, DDG? You talking about Reggie? Like, nah. Cancel that man right there. He's a DDG fan. That Uber, he's a DDG fan. I mean, a Reggie fan.
Io sono abituato alla macchina mia che mi dà 5 tubo diesel perfetto calcolo, però è
You gonna kick Reggie?
Senti, non come parliamo. Se poi
I think that's it, y'all.
She said she just read a comment. That's the only reason she said doo-doo garbage. So I said, you sure? She said, yes, sir. I said, all right, bet. Send the info. You got pre-check? She said no. You got clear? She said yeah. I said, all right, when you get there, scan your eyes, you'll go straight to the front. Boom.
What?
So that stream is still coming. 100%. I will be closing my back door just in case though. Eyes is peeled. Don't think this is a way for you to backdoor me, Reggie. It's not gonna work. Have the Secret Service surrounding the property for all Baltimore. All you Baltimore with switches, that's cool. Cause I got a big shield and I got a med kit.
I like that. Ain't gonna lie. I got a big shield and I got a med kit. But listen, this is what I'm saying. That if you have to go to the extent of getting security, being looking behind you and shit like that, in order to do content with a person, then in my opinion, what you're doing is not because you really want to help her career. Because if it's dangerous to do this, it's like, all right, just send your subs over to her, like I said the other day. But nah, I think your intentions are a lot more than that. And you know, I don't think you mean what you were saying, because you was like, nah, you don't want to keep the, you just want to help her, la la la. But being real, I don't think that's the case. Man, you got security to fend away the Baltimore people. Then we shouldn't be doing this, should we? I don't know, man. I just don't think it's that, like, I don't know.
What you gonna do?
unless you don't, and you just saying that so that way it's like it look like it. You look like a, you could just be saying that, right? So
And I got a
not that it matters because I don't think Reggie's gonna send anybody because he said that he's done talking about you. So I don't think is that.
jump pad just in case.
But a female does backdoor you and things, so you got to be careful with the females, which is like if you know you could potentially be getting backdoored, why are we interacting with that person, right? Right?
Look.
Yeah, this sounds right.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with these sounds. I fuck with
All you fake TikTok street, I want y'all to know, y'all don't scare me at all. Not a little bit, not even a tiny bit. Somebody made a TikTok. Bro, I know that'll get DDG gone for a pair of chips, for a bag of chips. Not
Damn, with chips. What the fuck? Why do people say things like that? Like a person's life is like worth so little. Like what the heck? A chips?
for you. Who are you? Why would they get me gone for you? If you pay to try to get me gone, before the try to get me gone, as soon as he up that, I show him 20 racks. Go back to the nigga crib and you do him. It's not how it works. All right, we done with negativity.
When I'm in that cage, bro.
This man been watching too many movies. I don't know what the fuck going on, yo. I don't know what the fuck going on. These guys are talking way too much negative. Talking about bag of chips, fucking 20 racks. Like, I don't know, man. Put 20 racks into a podcast, get together, talk about it, hash it out, duke it out. Soccer bopper, put some boxing gloves on. Don't do it. Rap a song, hit a freestyle, rap battle, do something that's productive and positive. I don't know, man. Do what you gotta do at this point. I guess I'm gonna react to it either way, right? I don't know. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around all the way to the end. Man, we're gonna go watch the Reggie thing that he was talking about. Excuse me. Now and see what that was about. So yeah, I appreciate y'all as always. Please be sure to lend a helping hand. 2 hands are better than 1, but 3 is always gonna be better than none. Stay safe out there. God bless every single last one of you guys. Like, share, subscribe, man. You guys are running up these numbers crazy. I appreciate the shit out of you, man. Thank you so much, man. Much love. I'm out of here, y'all.